Okay, I'm going to do question 5 for you so that hopefully if you're having any difficulties you can work through this question with me and follow what I'm doing, and hopefully it starts to make a little bit more sense. And then obviously moving on you can practice questions 6 through to 8, and hopefully you can do that because you'll have everything you need to be able to do it. So I've already made a start because the first transaction is us purchasing some inventory, looking at the actual source document that's provided to us from A1 Mowers. So we've purchased $600 worth of inventory, $60 GST credits, and it was purchased on credit, so we now owe the creditor $660. So that happened on January the 8th from the source document that was provided. Down the bottom of that source document it states that a 5% discount applies if payment is received within 7 days. So we do need to take that on board, because then we get to the second transaction, January 13, we sent a cheque to A1 Mowers, so we're paying them off for the amount owing less the discount received. So we are getting the discount. So firstly, I guess what we need to do is figure out what the discount amount was, and it's a 5% discount. So to do that, it's $660 times 5%, which gives us a $33 discount. Okay? So we've got a $33 discount. We're not having to pay the full $660. So we're still going to, on January the 13th, be reducing the creditor by the full $660. It's just that we're not paying the full $660 in cash. We're doing it through cash and discount. So the two accounts affected are cash at bank and discount received. So we'll do our discount first because we've already calculated it. So discount received on January the 13th was $33. The cross-reference is the creditor A1 Mowers. And so that means that the remaining amount, which happens to be $627, is the cash amount that was paid. So our cash at bank account is reducing because we're paying money. On January the 13th, we paid our creditor $627. So we've paid off what we owed them. Okay? So that's our first thing. And then the second thing that you need to ask is whether or not we need to do a GST write-back. So you do a GST write-back if a discount was given. In this case, yes it was. And was GST included in the original transaction? And in this case, yes it was. So we need to do a GST write-back. So how to do the GST write-back? We divide the discount by 11 to find the GST component. So the discount of 33, we divide that by 11, and $3 of the GST amount we didn't ever pay, so we can't claim it from the government. So therefore, now we've got the $3, we need to reduce both the discount and the GST accounts by that figure. So on January the 13th, we're decreasing the discount by our $3, and we're also decreasing the GST credits by $3. And the cross-reference there are just those two accounts. So here it's discount received, and here it's GST credits. Now we've completed that transaction where we paid off A1 Mowers. So we then move on to the next transaction, which says purchased inventory for cash for $264, which includes the GST. So if you remember, and we've just done it here anyway, to find the GST component of a figure that includes GST, we must divide it by 11. So in that case, that's $24, which means that the item amount was $240, because then those two added up equals the $264 that we're paying. So they've purchased inventory for cash. So the entry on the 21st is our inventory is increasing by the item amount of $240. Our GST is $24. And in this case, it's not being purchased on credit, it's being purchased for cash. So our cash at bank is going to decrease by the total of those two, the 264. And then we'd simply put in our cross references. So for this one, it was cash at bank. Same again. And this one here, the cross reference was both of those. Inventory / GST credits. That's basically the end of chapter 5 ledger entries. It does ask us to do a trial balance. So you would need to go and balance each of those accounts, and you have to balance them all because every single one of them has more than one entry, and then you are to do a trial balance. The solution check, when you do your trial balance, you should end up with 921 on both sides of the trial balance, debit and credit. Okay? Hopefully that helps. Good luck with questions 6 to 8.